So you guys are probably wondering why I got a big bucket, and it's because the other day I was doing some yard work and we actually found a bunch of worms, so we decided to save some, keep them fresh in a bucket with some water, keep the bucket nice and moist. I even left a bunch of stuff in there so they can decompose it. But these are fresh earthworms right here that we got from doing yard work, and we're gonna use them today just to catch some bluegills or catfish, maybe even a bass. So stop moving, dude.
You know what we should have done? Taken one of those wolf spiders.
No. What are we catching today?
Dinner.
Specified dinner.
Catfish.
And
Bluegill, but I don't like bluegill.
what do you mean you don't like bluegill?
Catfish is better.
Okay. Anthony? Where you at? Oh, you got one? You got him. Yeah. Let me get the net. I don't know how big it is. Does it feel big? Oh, it's a baby catfish.
Maybe there's bigger ones if there's baby ones.
Sometimes, not all the time. Go ahead. Ooh, this sounds like all mucusy. Ew. All right, I think we might have this one. No, he missed it. Oh, I got one, or had one. Oh, I got him actually. I don't know what this is. It's running though. Oh, bluegill. First one of the day. There you go. Oh, you got one too?
No.
There's our first little guy of the day. Nothing too crazy. So, first little guy on a stringer. And leave him sitting in the water. You got him? Yeah, you do. Did it feel small? Okay, it might be a bluegill. Oh my gosh. A baby catfish again.
Sorry.
Hey, you wanted a catfish, you said, right? That's false advertisement for the people there.
Hey, I'm using that one.
I know, I'm gonna get your fishing hook.
No.
You want to be able to fish? Bring him over here.
Girls don't touch that.
Oh, I got one.
Oh. Oh!
Oh, he feels bigger too. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
I was literally just in
That makes no. I know it makes no
they
sense.
Just don't want me today.
Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a big bluegill. He has a red eye.
So happy for you.
You look like it. I don't know what this one is, because he has a red eye, so he might be like some type of hybrid. Good job, babe. You catching monsters today. Here, let me get you a worm. All right, we got our second one. He actually hooked himself in the gill, but we got a good Pam size one there. Down the meat zip line. Hey, you see the rod is just slowly bending. I think she might have something. Might be a turtle. He got something though. In your tummy? Oh. What? Oh. Yep, it's a turtle. He came up to look at me just now. Bring me the net. Get him. Good job. He's a big one. Look at that turtle. Here's what happens on slow days. He's not gonna give me his hand to take it off. No, I don't know what these are. Oh, there you go. It popped off. All right. Oh, he wants to go.
Oh, I wanted to take a picture of it.
Hey, we need a picture, sir. You don't want to grab him?
No.
It's gonna be funny how he just jumps in. Watch. All right, this is all we were able to. Don't do that over the sink. This is all we were able to do today. 2 bluegills and a bass. Y'all are gonna see the bass in the shorts, but this is all that we pretty much caught of size. You know, everything else is kind of small, like way shorter than my fillet knife, which is not big. So we didn't decide to keep anything else other than these 2. So I'm gonna show you guys a little quick way you can fillet these. All you're gonna need is a quick little fillet knife. This is an Ozark Trails knife, as you guys can see right there. This is just a simple 7-inch knife right here. I've used this thing for a couple of years now, and it's made me some good fillets over the years. So first thing I like to do is make a slit right here behind the gill plate, all the way down to the spine. And then I like to get the point of my knife, kind of angle it down towards the spine, and just kind of make, oh, that's harder than I expected. Kind of just make a little slit going down its spine like this. And this is just to get me started with my fillet. And then when I get back to where these back fins are at, kind of passing where the ribs are at, I like to get my knife, keep it as low as possible, and poke it all the way down here, and just glide my knife over. And then from there, this little part that you have moved up actually flaps up like this. And then you just kind of keep your knife on the spine bones, separating the meat from the bones. And then I kind of like to go like this with my knife when it comes to getting to the ribs to separate. As you guys can see, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just using the tip of my knife to separate them from the ribs. Doing it this way, you don't have to cut into the guts, really. And I don't like getting all up in there, especially if I'm going to be filleting them inside my house like I am right now. And then when I kind of get to a spot where there's like no more meat, like there is right there, I'll just get my knife, poke it through, stay careful with the meat so I don't waste anything. Oh, it's getting more and more slippery for me. Oops. Okay, it's getting hard because it's getting slippery. But that's a whole fillet right there off of this bluegill. As you guys can see, there's literally no meat no meat right here on this spine. There's a little bit left over right here, but that's because of the way I stabbed it through. If I wanted to do the extra work and just kind of follow my knife all the way back and then do what I did here on the rib bones, I could get a little bit extra, but I'm not really wasting much there. And then this is just its stomach, so you don't really have to worry about all of that. And let's move on to skinning the fillet meat. So this, as you guys can see, has the scales and the skin on it still. That is actually going to help us fillet this fish if you leave the scales on there. The only reason you would take the scales off is if you are going to just fry the fish whole. But I just want the meat off of this. So you're going to get your knife, you're going to make a little slit down there to where the skin is at. And then keep your knife low. This one's not as flexible, but I do have another fillet knife that is more flexible than this one. If not, you can do it at the edge of your cutting board on the edge of your counter. And there you go. There is no meat on there. That is a whole bluegill fillet right there. So with this, we're actually gonna do a ramen. What does he want to do? A ramen with, and then fish fillets as.
There's like ramen, egg, and sausage.
Well, she's gonna make the ramen. I'm gonna make the fish on a pan, and we're gonna see how these two kind of blend together. We're actually gonna do this for dinner. It's lunchtime right now, so I'm gonna leave these to bleed out a little bit. I think this is actually the bluegill. Yeah, this is the one that I nicked, so that's why there wasn't actually that much blood off this one. He kind of bled out. You usually want to bleed out the fish just so you don't get that game taste in it. So this one's not going to have much of a game taste to it, but that's a clean fillet. It's going to go perfect with our ramen. Let me get the rest filleted up, and I'll see you guys when we're ready. What are you doing?
Ramen.
Alright, don't mind my hair, I just got out of the shower, but we're going to get into the cooking segment of this video. So she's going to make the ramen, and I'm going to start pan frying the bluegills. Boiling the eggs first?
Boiling the eggs first.
Okay. Alright, so we got our fillets from earlier. Just our nice little bluegill fillets. We're gonna just lay them out right here. So these are all the fillets we got off of 2 fish. As you guys can see which ones were bled and which ones weren't. So this one still has red inside of it. So this is just a little lesson to bleed your fish. You know, you cut their gills and then you let them bleed out. So this one has like some blood in there still, and this one is just pretty clean, fairly clean. But now I'm gonna show you guys what I like to do. All right, well I don't have the bag with me, but this is Louisiana Cajun fry, or Cajun seasoning fry. All right, so what I like to do, I only have a little bit of seasoning left, so this is gonna be perfect for these little fillets. What I like to do, you get them, you just toss them in there. I don't like to do any coating of any sort, like with egg wash or anything. It's just personal preference. But I like to get it, spin it like that, leave some air in there, and you just toss them around. Alright, so now we got them nice and coated. I'm just gonna take them out. We're gonna let them sit for a little bit. Now we're gonna let it sit out a little bit so that batter has time to stick to it, because it is going to be pan fried. Alright, so now we're just going to get a simple pan. You can use any pan as long as your fish fillets fit in there. And we're going to turn it on. I'm going to leave it between like medium and low. Well, I'm going to put it at medium. Just because the fillets are kind of small, you don't want to just burn the butter, and then you don't want to burn the bread off of the fillets. So we're going to give this a little bit of time to heat up, and then we're going to throw our butter on there. Alright, so we're just going to get butter, kind of just spread it out. Spread our butter out. I like to get it pretty evenly across the pan just so everything doesn't stick. Then you just grab your fillets and set them down. Alright, we're going to give these a couple minutes. I'm probably going to give them about 3 minutes on each side, just because they are small and they're only 1/4 inch thick. Alright, so our fillets are nice and done. They're about to fall apart too, because they're already ready. See, that one fell apart. Whew. And that is the final result. We got our bluegill on the outside there. We got some egg in there, some sausage, some mozzarella cheese, and all of our ramen below there. All right, we're gonna try some of the bluegill. Just gonna tear it in half. That wasn't really half, but.
Oop.
Yeah, that's some from you.
That's good.
That came out really good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's white, it's flaky, it got that Cajun kick to it. Came out really good. Sadly for hers, you can't have too many too much of this because it has bread and she has a gluten allergy. So, but yeah, we're gonna get a couple more bites, and we're gonna eat this. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything in here. So we got egg and some sausage. We got a little bit of everything right there. That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm not talking much because this is good and I'm hungry. We're both hungry. So we're gonna eat our dinner. But with all that being said, you guys, you know, this is a fun little video. Although we didn't really catch much, it's one of those. Was it high pressure? The pressure wasn't good. That's all we know.
Good. Nothing was biting.
We didn't really have a bunch of big strikes today. If anything, it was just like small catfish. All the catfish we caught were this big.
Yeah. A turtle.
Oh, we caught that turtle. What else? Oh, we caught the bass, but that's gonna be a shorts. If you guys want to see the bass that I caught, that's gonna be in a shorts, so go check that out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we were able to put together today. We only caught 2 bluegills that were eater size. And as you guys can see, with 2 bluegills, you can throw together a simple little meal and have some dinner. And this is something you can go out and do with your kids or with your significant other. But with all that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the giveaway. That's going to be coming here soon. Probably my next video I'm going to announce that. I know I keep saying I'm going to announce that, but the last guy did not answer. But we're going to choose a new winner in the next video, and stay tuned for that. Make sure you oh, he wants to say hi. And make sure you're subscribed. This is actually a little bonus we're going to show you guys right here. We got a new puppy. We've had him for about a month and a half, 2 months almost. He's trying to.
He wants to fish.
He wants fish, but this is Mr. Milo right here. He's a cute little husky mix, and he's grown since we've had him. He was only 8 pounds, and a month later he was 12 pounds.
Probably 15.
Right now he's probably 15. He's a big boy now. It took a little bit for Mia to warm up to him, but he's a cute little booger. They're best friends. They wrestle all the time. Right, Milo?
Aww. So cute.
But I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Wrong one.
Of course you would do.